So here we go again with the gun control debate after another tragedy. And this always boils down to, for some reason, the two sides, the ban everything side and the ban nothing side, it always seems to boil down to either the cops are going to come take my guns or we're going to use the cops to come take your guns. Well, I got news for you, kids. Probably not. Probably not going to happen. Now, I can't speak for every cop, but I feel like I'm speaking for a majority of cops. And we use the military's, the Marine Corps more specifically, the 10% rule, right? 10% of every, there's 10% of every organization or group that causes trouble for everybody else. There's probably 10%, maybe 15% of those in active law enforcement right now that would be willing to do some mass confiscation of guns. But I can tell you, for me personally, if I were to ever show up to roll call and my lieutenant walks up to the front and says, hey, we're going to go, starting in an hour, we're going to go door to door and start collecting guns. Well, the only thing left in an hour is my badge and duty weapon laying on the table, and I'm going back home and waiting. And I feel like that's a majority, 85 to 90% of law enforcement. Again, are there cops that would do that? Sure there are. But I think they're in the small minority. And then you could carry that argument down even further and say, well, if the cops won't do it, we'll use the military or the National Guard. Same people, man. It's the same fucking people, People that get into law enforcement, the ones that aren't already veterans, are people that would be in the military anyway. I mean, it's the same, in my experience, the same personality. That's what made the transition so easy for me. That all being said, it bothers me that people think that the cops are going to come take your guns, and I find that to be ridiculous, if not just plain stupid. Now, if you disagree with me, that's fine. If you think that disarming law-abiding people is the way to go, that's going to put an end to all of these tragic events, then, hey, knock yourself out. But I think that there's statistical evidence to bear out otherwise. Anyway, I just wanted to leave you guys with that, man. I mean, the Second Amendment's the Second Amendment, and hell, I even work for a manufacturer that builds AR platforms and suppressors. So, yeah, it's not something that I'm interested in doing. And again, if you're a cop and you disagree with me, if you think that the other way is the way to go, comment down below and tell me why. Convince me that I'm wrong. Otherwise, you guys be safe. Hit subscribe, leave a comment down below. We'll see you soon.